We're all gathered here for the announcement of our point guard here, Duane Wilson, for his college. He's narrowed it down to a couple different schools. He's been a big part of our program the last 3 years, and we've obviously had some great point guards here over the years, and Duane has a chance to be one of the best. Not only with regard to scoring and assists, but also he's a great teammate. He's a great kid around school. He's a great son to both his mom and dad here, and we're just all very proud of him and very excited about the decision he's making today. And he's got a few things to say and make his announcement, and his team is all here to support him as well.
I will be taking my service to the University of Marquette. The main reason that made me go to Marquette is because Coach Buzz Williams. I mean, that was my first scholarship offer. They stayed on me, and I just really like his attitude and the way he get the best out of his players all the time. They just play hard.
If anybody's got any questions they want to ask Duane, well, we got 5 or 10 minutes here that he'd be more than happy to answer questions.
Duane, have you had a chance to meet Buzz Williams?
Yes, I met him a couple of times.
What's he like to you?
He's real exciting. He always happy, enthusiastic. He just love his players and he love basketball. And he's not all about basketball. He also want to make his players into a man.
Duane, the style that Marquette plays fits your style pretty well.
Yes, it does.
Up and down the court a little bit, making decisions, knocking shots down.
Yeah, it fits me perfectly.
Duane, can you just share a little bit about when did you inform Coach Williams of your decision and his reaction to what you told him?
Well, I actually haven't talked to him about it yet, but we kept it quiet. But it was actually after the day I took the unofficial visit. My mom and dad, we went out to eat, and I told them that that's where I wanted to go. But we kind of wanted to wait till after state, and luckily we won state, so it was better to do it right after winning the state championship. So.
When did you when was the official visit, or your unofficial visit?
Was it January 19th? It was January 19th.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, what other schools?
February.
What other schools were you looking at?
I was looking at Memphis and Missouri.
Duane, staying home, how does that feel to you? Staying home, family, friends, all that stuff playing here?
It feels real good because I'm more of a family person. I like to be around my family. And I like my friends and other high school teammates to come see me play in college.
You're not going to make them pay for tickets, are you?
No.
So do you know, like for instance, that Deontay Burton over at Vincent's a Marquette commit as well? Do you know him, and tell us a little bit about maybe some of the guys you got a chance to on the team now that you got a chance to interact with and who you maybe develop some relationships with?
Yeah, I got a real good relationship with Deontay Burton. I've known him since I was about 4th grade. We played on AAU team a couple of times, but I think he's a real good player and that we should be a good dynamic duo in 2013 class. And my older cousin Jamel Wilson goes there right now, and we got a good relationship. I also got a good relationship with DJO. We talk a lot, and he just tell me that Coach Buzz Williams is a good coach and get to the next level.
Has Jamil Wilson been an inspiration for your game? How much have you actually learned from him?
I learned a lot. He just tell me just always be happy. They always say he's smiling on the court. He just tell me just to play hard all the time and just give it your all.
With the schools you considered, obviously Missouri, Big 12, SEC, you got Memphis and Conference USA. What is it about the Big East that really drew you in?
The Big East stands out. You get the conference tournament at Madison Square Garden. It's a tough game wherever you go. And it's just a good conference overall.
Following Marquette in the NCAA tournament, going to the Sweet 16, do you watch that as a fan, or do you watch that now as part of the family of Marquette?
Well, before as a fan, but as of today, it'd be more a family.
When you see them play, do you really picture yourself in those roles, whether it's Junior Cadogan or DJO?
Yeah, I can see myself playing those roles.
Duane, what do you bring to the table? I know you have one more year next year at Dominican, but when you go to Marquette, what are your goals? What would you like to achieve?
Just win the national championship and hopefully make it to the NBA.
Academics.
How excited were your parents when you told them you decided to stay in town?
They was real excited. They could be at every single game all the time, all the home games.
Hey, Paul, you had said he's got a chance to be one of the best point guards ever. That's a big statement coming from this school. What makes him stand out compared to some of the other ones you've had in the past, like Jared Blount and some of the Jarrell Harrison, the best point guards, I think?
Yeah, certainly with no disrespect to them, you know, they were all great players, but just the combination, you know, some of those guys had you know, were great defenders, others were great offensive players. Duane kind of brings the whole package together as far as being able to score in transition, score in the half court, get to the basket, defend, you know, all those things.
They can repeat next year?
Next year, stay. Yeah.
Because you got some seniors behind you and sitting next to you that you played a lot of basketball with that are going to head to the next level. Some of these young guys are going to have to, you know, they're going to have to get their game up a little bit in order to repeat, but you feel pretty good about that?
Yeah, I feel real confident about that.
Coach, your idea of that? Feel pretty good?
I mean, we lose a lot. I mean, it's going to be hard to lose, you know, JT, Breon, Connor, Big Sam, but you know, those guys, as good of players as those guys are, they were really that's the biggest thing that we need to replace is the leadership that those guys brought to the table, because it was huge. That's going to be the biggest void for us, because we obviously have some talented players coming back, but the leadership that those seniors brought to the table was huge.
Duane, with all the pressure that comes with the recruitment, all the schools contacting you, all the recruiters contacting you, how much of a relief is it now to have this out in the open?
Yeah, it's more of a relief, so you don't get as many phone calls and as many people asking where you going. Like today at school, it was hectic. Everybody asked me where I'm going, and now it's out there, so everybody know.
Amen.
You know, obviously with your dad's involvement with AAU, he had been a good asset for you during this process. Tell me how that played out.
He played out well. It was more of just a father and son, not a coach and a player relationship. Like he just told me, just wherever it decides fits you best, just he'll go with whatever I go.
Mom was focused on the academics. That was my piece of homework.
Marquette's a great school.
Yes, Auntie.
All right, unless anybody's got anything else, I think Duane is available if you want to do some individual stuff after this. But